Everybody, welcome to my channel, Crafty Cat Stitcher. I'm Kathy. This is my Flosstube number, let me check, 19. And today is Monday, September 3rd, 2018, and it's Labor Day here in the US, and day off for a lot of people, so I hope you're having a great day. I haven't been here for a while, have I? It's been a while. I've been really busy, you know how things happen, and you just get caught up in day-to-day life, and that's what happened with me. We were also gone a couple weekends, and the last weekend that we were gone was we went to Boston, and my son Matt and his wife Stephanie live in the Boston area, and we had a really nice time. We had a long weekend there, which was great. Let's see, what else have I just want to let you know that I am extremely behind watching Flosstube videos and commenting, so if you don't see my comments, nothing personal, it's just, I just got really behind. It seemed like there's a lot of people posting, which is great, but I know I'll get caught up at some point. The main thing that has happened is that I've been really sick. I don't know if you can tell from my voice. I don't know if it's different, but I've had this nasty virus, and it was one of these things that comes and goes, so you think it's going away, and you go back to work, and then all of a sudden you feel really bad again. And I finally went to the doctor, and he diagnosed it as a nasty virus, and it's something that's going around, and he says it lasts for about 2 weeks. He said the first week, and these are his words, you feel really crappy. In the second week, you start getting better. So I think I'm on the upswing. I think I'm starting to get better. He gave me some medication, and it seems like it's doing the job. But there were days when I just didn't even want to stitch, much less come here and talk to you. And it would have been no good. So I'm glad to be back. I think everything's going well. So just hope that this is day number 11 or 12 or whatever it is, and I'll be, by the end of the week, I should be okay. So that is what I've been doing. And one other thing that I did during since I saw you last was I met up with a fellow Flosstuber and had a really nice stitch day. I went to Dina, half stitch, cross stitch, went to her house. We found out that we lived one county apart, and it's not a really bad drive, and she welcomed me into her home, and we had a really nice time and nice talk, and a good stitching day. It was just wonderful, and I'm sure we'll do it again. So thank you, Dina. Let's see. I'm keep looking at my notes. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put my notes over here so I can see them better. Let's start with whips. That's where I'm going to start, because I have done some stitching. Even though I wasn't feeling great, I've been doing a little bit of stitching, so I'm trying to keep a rotation going. So I'm saying a lot. I worked a little bit on Quaker Diamonds. That's what it looks like. It's really beautiful. It's a beautiful chart. Just having a lot of trouble getting into it. I have no idea why. This is all I've got done on it so far. I'm going to put that over there. That's what I have done. I just really don't know why. It's very slow. This is a very slow stitch for me. I don't know. I'll get back into it, and it's something I am going to keep up because it's beautiful and the thread colors are beautiful. So I do like stitching it, but it's just really slow. And I do call myself the slowest stitcher in the world, so that's probably got a little bit to do with it. I'm also working on the Farmhouse Christmas by Little House Needleworks. Yes, I'm still on part 1. It's fun. Having a good time with it. I plan on doing them all separate and finishing them in the way that's suggested. In fact, I just went out and bought the homespun fabric for the backing, and I'm sorry I don't have that with me today. So there it is. For such a little chart, it's got several mistakes, but you know what? Can you tell? No. It's cute. It's adorable. I love this red color. I really like these little things. So I'm gonna finish them up separately and display them somehow. And whenever they get done, they get done. Next, I worked a little bit on No Bees, No Honey by Birds of a Feather. I love this chart. The colors in it are just so gorgeous. They're pretty. So, worked on that, and I'm stitching this 1 over 1 on 20 count. I think it's Jobelin, I think. You can see my hoop mark in it, but that little beehive is so cute, and the stitches are very tiny. I really like it. It's something I'll just keep going. I think this color is like an antique white. It's really pretty on that. And it seems like I worked on something else. I don't know. Whatever. Big news, though. I mean, this is big news for me. You know, I really got the urge to finish something. And what would be more appropriate for this time to finish is Scaredy Cats. And I've got it finished. Okay, let's see if I can find something to put this on so you can see it better. There you go. Look, all done. All of the beading, all of the adorableness. Look at those cats. Look at them. Aren't they cute? This was so much fun. I really liked it. I liked the beading a lot. Even though it does take a long time, you have 2 different sizes of beads, and the larger beads are sewn on with a half stitch so that they, let me get this again, so that they lay at a diagonal. So they're going to be like on a diagonal in the stitch. The smaller, the petite beads are sewn on with a full cross, and they are more of they lay horizontally in the stitch. And actually, when you do the petite beads with the full cross, you're going through that little tiny hole twice. So, you know, it's a little bit time consuming, but you know, the effect is so worth it. And I would recommend that everybody give this a try once, because it's just so cute. I will, my plan for this is to have it FFO'd by the time I see you next. And I think I'm going to paint one of those frames, those unfinished frames that I showed you last time, and put it in that, so it should work out pretty well. I don't know what color should I paint the frame? Should it be black? I think so. I don't know. But I'm going to have this out by the time real fall starts. I know a lot of people think fall started on the 1st, and here in Georgia, no. I mean, it's like 90 today. It's hot. I don't really want to see a pumpkin yet, or any pumpkin spice. No. Nope. We have fall. I think it's going to start about October 1st. Usually it does. I have a new start. And I showed this to you, I think, last time. Let me check my notes and make sure I'm on track here. I am. Here's my new start. It's called Ola Llama, and it's by Crafty Like a Fox. I got this on Etsy. And so, Matt and Steph, if you're watching this, avert your eyes and cover your ears. This is a gift for them for Christmas. I'm going to make them a Christmas ornament every single year, so this is the one I chose. I am changing this chart a lot, so even if the color is on here looks kind of funky because my printer was, I think, going out, or something was happening with the ink cartridge, it's not going to look like this. Anyway, I'm just using the llama shapes to make adorable Christmas llamas. What do you think? I am just having fun doing this. I designed a little Santa hat, used the same outline of the little cape, I guess he's got on. And I'm using, for the white, I'm using Fuzzy Stuff by Rainbow Gallery. I think that's what it is. Rainbow Gallery, yes. It's fuzzy. Look at it. So, it's a little bit tricky getting it through that 32 count. But it's working out, and I did fluff it up with the needle a bit, and I'll show you. Look at it. Isn't that cute? I think I'm going to, instead of the cactuses, I think I'm going to put little Christmas trees on the side. I think I am. So there he is. There's one llama completely finished. His little companion will get done next. And I'll finish this. I'm not really sure it's going to be finished into an ornament. So, all right, you guys, Matt and Steph, you can start watching and listening again, like you can hear, because I told you to cover your ears, but whatever. Okay. So that is what I've been up to, stitching-wise. So I guess it is kind of a lot, and having a finish with all that's been going on, and not feeling well, and everything else. I guess I have accomplished a bit. So, yay, good for me, right? I have gotten a few new things. So I'll show you my new stuff. In the time since I've been here last, I've gotten part 7 and part 8 of the Farmhouse Christmas series, which are adorable. Complete with the fabric, which I like stitching on this 30 count. What is it? 30 count. I'm not sure, but it's really nice. I like it a lot. I haven't done a whole lot of shopping for anything except for a couple things. All right. I saw this chart on Flosstube, I think. Somebody did it, and I had to have it. The Candy Corn of Mischief by Bent Creek. Is this just, look, is that not the cutest little thing you've ever seen? So, when I saw it, I started looking for it, and this was months ago, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So, I kind of forgot about it, and then I saw it again, and I thought, I gotta get this. And I looked it up, and I did find it. I found it, I think it's an LNS in California called Beach Stitchers. Oh, I'm going to look it up, and I'll have it in the notes below. I'm sorry that I don't have that for you at this moment, but this is so cute, and I can show you this because the pattern doesn't show. This little kit comes with the fabric and the pearl cotton, so it's done, and I think it's done on 18 count linen, 1 strand over 2. So I think this is going to be a quick stitch, but just adorable. I don't know when I'll start it. I don't know if I'll have it done for this Halloween, but I mean, look, so cute. I'll let you know where I got that. All right, hey, did you hear about that Flosstuber who said she would never do, she doesn't do sals because she's the slowest stitcher in the world? Did you hear that? Yep, no more sals for her. She's just going to do what she wants to do. Yeah, I went and joined a sal. That cross-stitcher, that Flosstuber is me. Look. It's... it's adorable. I saw this chart and I thought, oh, you know, that's really cute. I'd love to stitch it. That's just adorable, my kind of thing. Just kind of whimsical, vintagey, old-fashioned looking. I really want to stitch it. And then I went and joined the sal. And I think the sal is being sponsored by or started by, I think Cheryl McKinney has a hand in this, I think. And the Cottage Needle. If you go on Facebook and enter the words Halloween March, there's a group that you can join, and the sale starts on the 12th. I'm working on maybe changing out some of the flosses. It is a very, very confetti-ish chart, and I don't know if I can do it like that. I don't know. I'm still in the process of deciding, and I also have to decide on fabric. I just have not wanted to do that since I've been sick and everything is in my head, and it's just, it was just not a good time to do it. But I'm going to definitely start this. I'll start it when everybody else does, and you know, I'll get it done probably by Halloween of 2023. I don't know. I'm on the 5-year plan for this, I think. Well, you know, I'm being a little adventurous joining a Sal, right? But this is so cute. It's Teresa Kogut, Creative Whims Designs. And it's Halloween March. Cute. So, let's see what happens. It'll be interesting. Stay tuned. So, those are my new things. Let's talk about new Flosstubers. You know how I like talking about new Flosstubers and encouraging people to come into the community, and there's so many, there's new people every day. I wish I could watch them all. I wish I had the time, and I wish I could just take some time off and watch them all, but you know, that's not gonna happen. So the ones I did watch, I watched Kraftnkris, and Chris is from Canada. She does beautiful stitching, does beautiful work. I think she has a couple of videos out at the moment, and she also knits. Go to her first video and look at the doll that she knit. Oh my goodness, it is adorable. It's a Cinderella doll. You've got to see this, but she's just very welcoming and friendly, and I think you'll enjoy what she has to bring. Also, Elisa, who's from Finland, she says she doesn't speak English very well, but she really does speak English very well. She stitches a lot of interesting things, and just different kind of things. Maybe that, you know, they have different things in different countries and different things that they have access to. And the one that really caught my eye was the Smiling Deer. It is so cute and whimsical and fun, and she's just really delightful. And she has a black cat, and she introduces us to him, so, or her, I'm not sure. Also watch Jenn Crafts. Jenn is a young stitcher. I love it. I love seeing young stitchers, and she stitches all the things. I mean, all kinds of things. She sews grind guards for her Q-snaps. She does all kinds of things. She has a video out about dyeing fabric, and it's beautiful. She does a great job. She explains things so clearly and in step-by-step order that it really, you know, it makes you want to go and dye fabric. You know, I know that there are a lot of dyeing fabric videos on YouTube and Flosstube, and I've watched some, but this is kind of like a refresher, and it's so good. So just go watch her fabric dyeing video. It's very good. There's a lot of tips that I didn't know about, and I'm going to go and dye some fabric, which I did dye fabric, and I did not pull the fabric out to show you today. So next time, but it's okay. It's like okay fabric. You'll see. Yeah. Let's see, what have I got? Oh, I had shown you my little garden stitches last time, and I had these charts for them. There are 2 more. They're all 3 of these charts, and I asked if anybody wanted them, and several people did. And so what I did was I drew a name randomly, and I chose Melanie Dalrymple. So Melanie, you get the 3 charts, and I'll be glad to send them to you. Please send me your mailing address, and I'll put them in an envelope, and you get them. So, and also I'll reply to your comment on my last video so that you'll get a notification, hopefully. So, Melanie Dalrymple, and you get the charts. Yay! Do I feel like I'm going kind of fast today, and maybe it's because of my voice. I don't know. Yeah, I am sick of being sick. All right. So, let's do some cross stitch rewind. You know, when I just closed this Turbis top, it sprayed on me and it sprayed on my glasses. That's nice, huh? This one goes back, and I know I did this in 1988. There was one of the cross stitch magazines back then was featuring variegated floss, DMC variegated floss, and they said, you know, create a design out of variegated floss and send it in, and we might feature it in our magazine. And I thought, oh, that'll be fun. Now, you know, this is 1988, before widespread computer use, before I think I had a very basic computer back then, but it didn't do what I wanted it to do. So, of course, you know, you have to go out and buy graph paper and color all the pieces in. And that's what I did. And I designed this chart, and it's a wedding invitation, kind of a sampler kind of thing. But I put it around my wedding invitation with it's all DMC variegated floss. Sent this into the magazine, and they said, we might feature this. We're thinking of featuring this. Well, they never did. But that is this is like a real rewind, and I designed it myself. It's, you know, today I'm looking at it, and it's like, ooh, it's so pastel-y, and I don't know. I mean, it's cute, but I don't know. You know what, today I would probably not have made it like this. I would have done something a little different. So, and it's probably a horrible frame job. I see masking tape back here. I'm not going to show you that. It's very embarrassing. So, anyway, that's my little cross stitch rewind. It's my little wedding invitation thing. I had this hanging up for a long time, but I don't anymore. So, you know, that. You know, sometimes you make something, and like years later it just looks like something that you just don't want to have up anymore or whatever. Okay. Stitchy kindness. I got some stitchy kindness. And the first one I got from my daughter-in-law, Steph. And her mom got this from somewhere, and she gave it to Steph, and Steph said, oh, I don't know if I'm going to stitch anything from it, but it's Storybook Favorites in Cross Stitch, and it's got the cutest little charts in it that they're just little Peter Rabbit things. I don't want to show you anything on it. So Steph said, you know, if you can use this, you can take it, and if you know somebody else who wants it, you can give it to them. So I think I'm going to hold on to it. I mean, you know, it's got little Paddington Bear in it, who is adorable. And it's got, oh, puppies. Oh my goodness. Little. Some of these things are kind of funny looking, but a lot of them are very cute. And hey, oh, I don't want to show you that. A frog. And little fairies and different little, and this is adorable. Let me show you this. Ballerina mice. Hey, I might use this someday, so I'm going to hold on to it. So thank you to Steph for thinking of me. And then one day in the mail, I got a package, and it was so special. I mean, Cheryl from Tranquil Stitches sent me a project bag that she made, and it's lovely. She sent me a little card and with a beautiful message in it. Just so kind. So kind to think of me. Let me do this. It's got the little zipper finder on it. And it's so cute, like the little sunflower. The fabric. Look, it's got bees and little crows and sunflowers. Perfect. It is so cute. I am going to use this for probably my Halloween sale start. So thank you, Cheryl. How special. You know, when somebody makes you something and sends it to you, it's the best. Thank you, Cheryl. I love it. So, what else? Let me look at my notes again. Hey, I am so spacey today. No, not really. I'm just depending on my notes a little bit more. So that's good. Okay. Kyle from Stitching and Sound, Flosstuber, has issued a challenge to other Flosstubers. He challenged us to say his last name, to pronounce it. And I'm going to pronounce it. It's Reckemeyer. Is that right, Kyle? I hope so. I am really kind of fussy about pronunciations of names because of my last name, which is Pavlovich, which gets pronounced 1,000 different ways. And, you know, I'm always correcting people. And, you know, you just at some point you stop correcting people. It's like, whatever. But I think that that's the right way to pronounce his name. So let me know. Let's see what else. Plans. I've got plans. I'm going to keep up with my rotation. I'm going to start my sal. I'm going to get that all figured out. I've got the mess right over there where you can't see it. I've got threads everywhere. I've got fabrics. I'm trying to figure things out. I'll get that started, and by the time I see you next time, you will see some kind of little tiny progress on my Halloween March, which will make me really happy. That's going to be a lot of fun to do. My other plans, I'd like to do a little bit more fabric dyeing because my first go-around came out pretty well, and I'd like to get a little bit more, maybe, I guess, ambitious with it. And I'm going to get my frame ready for my Scaredy Cats. That's coming up. And also, I'm going to start to delve into the world of video editing. I have never edited one of my Flosstube videos, and it's something that I think that I'd like to do. I am not a tech wizard by any means, but I can do pretty well with different kinds of things. I'm, you know, with computer and technical things. So I'm going to figure out how to do that, and hopefully by the next time I see you, I will have accomplished maybe something. I think I found a good video editing program online, and I started doing a little bit of work with that. So that is probably it for this time. Thank you so much for visiting. Also, I've had a kind of an influx of subscribers, which I'm very thankful for, and welcome to all new ones, and thank you again to all of my existing subscribers. If somebody has mentioned me on Flosstube, could you let me know who so I can thank them properly? I know that the Addicted Stitchers did. Thank you, Nancy and Laura. I appreciate your shout out on your video. And if anybody else, if you heard my name on anybody else's, I would love to know who that is. So just tell me if you've heard me mentioned. That is probably all for now. I'm going to spend the next few weeks doing my plans. I've got my plans written down. and trying to get a little bit better. And hopefully my voice will be more normal for next time. But actually I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm going to go and do some stitching now. So you go out and do some stitching too, and have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.